Got a special guest on the channel today, Wind Road Therapy, all the way from Florida. We are currently in Rocky Mountain National Park and headed to the summit of the park. I'm guessing the visitor center is going to be our turnaround spot. Next stop is Rainbow Curve. We're going to gain quite a bit of elevation. Taking a right. And we're headed to the top of that mountain. You can barely make out Rainbow Curve. And once we get to the top, we'll get a beautiful view of this whole meadow area down below. And here we are, Rainbow Curve. Probably one of my favorite viewpoints on this side of the park. Down below the alluvial fan, the flood area. Barely make out the parking lot we were at just a few minutes ago. Only takes about 10-15 minutes to get from there all the way up here. You can make out the road off to the right. Another mile and a half, we're gonna be above tree line and up on the tundra. Just over 12,000 feet in elevation. Between 30,000 and 12,000 years ago, glaciers formed moraines along each side of Horseshoe Park. Fall River now meanders through the same valley where glaciers once flowed. A light-colored alluvial fan of rubble is noticeable on the North Moraine. Floodwaters deposited this debris in a matter of hours when a dam at Lawn Lake gave way during the early morning of July 15th, 1982. Raging water swept down Roaring River between covering the floor of Horseshoe Park in a 44 feet deep layer of boulders, gravel, and sand. And we're off. the cliffs off to the right. Alpine Visitor Center, elevation 11,796 feet. We'll get a nice view of Old Trail Ridge Road. We'll save that for another day. That's a one-way dirt road all the way to the top. Really fun ride on the ADV bike. Some elk off in the distance. Probably won't be able to see them through the GoPro. I can barely see them. Residents of the Rocks. Old Fall River Road. June 25, 1926. Check that out. To drive along Old Fall River Road is to travel back in time. The slower pace of driving on a winding road recalls a time when traveling in a national park was both challenging and enchanting. From 1920 to 1932, Fall River Road was the only motor route across Rocky Mountain National Park. Today, the road is open to uphill traffic only. Steep grades, narrow lines, and hairpin curves still challenge motorists as they ascend more than 3,000 feet to Fall River Pass and an elevation of 11,796 feet. In 1932, the more modern Trail Ridge Road replaced Fall River Road as the main route between Estes Park and Grand Lake. We're gonna get rolling back down to Estes Park. It's not a park, it's actually just a town named Estes Park. A lot of people get that confused with Rocky Mountain National Park. If we were to take a right, we would hit Grand Lake within about 45 minutes to an hour. We're making a left back to Estes Park. Down we go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you in the next one.